Sheesh, that was sick, huh? All right, back for round two. I don't think this has ever been done before on this channel. I don't believe this has ever been done. Aldre might be on a call.
We can get right into it. Maybe. He likes to leave a lot of voicemails.
Oh, he muted. Tyler, I haven't seen you do it live in like 2 hours. That's what I'm saying, dude. I've never literally done it twice in a day. People get me fired up. So here we are. Hopefully Aldre, if he has a call, will unmute. But yeah, so we're gonna bang out some dials. If y'all got questions, if y'all want to role play, Matt might have to jump out soon to go mentor. But yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna just start off, I guess. Nick, are you calling?
Yeah, I'm about to get my list up that I'm calling right now.
You calling that list too? Your list?
Yeah, the Texas list.
Okay, tell me if y'all can hear this. 1 second. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, double live, baby. Randy, jump on. We've never had a Randy sighting. Okay, I got way too many tabs up. All right, let's see. Aldre's got someone. Oops. Didn't even mean to hit that. Technical difficulties, baby. Let's see. Everybody muted. Now it's just me. Okay. Let's see if we can't get some people on the horn.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you to entertain us is really what's going on.
Well, I can, but I think people get tired of me entertaining. Or maybe I don't entertain enough, Who knows? All right. Dude, it really bugs me going from, like, in the same day, my office, big, huge screen to the laptop. Like, it kind of messes with me.
I have 2 small screens. All right, this person didn't put their name. I thought we fixed that in our form.
All right, where are we at? Karen. Yeah, it's called Karen.
That always goes well.
Yeah. Hey, Baylor, turn that down some. Come on, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
VM. Miss Shangler. Miss Shangler.
I'm calling Newport.
Yeah.
Hi, Steven?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Matt. Looks like you filled out a form on my site about selling your property in...
No, I never filled out a form on your site. So what is it? So I applied for some credit. Now everybody's fucking calling me today. I don't understand what the hell's going on here. I filled nothing out. So I don't know where this is coming from.
Well,
I've received like 6 phone calls within...
Hello, this is Tyler.
In weeks. And so I just applied for credit. And and for my business.
Let's see here. Sorry, maybe I dialed the wrong one. Well, if I would have called you, it would have been about maybe you filled out my form selling a property.
No, that's not me.
Okay, maybe I had a wrong number then. So I'm sorry here.
Oh, okay, no problem.
All right, you have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I had no clue where that was from. It didn't pull up in CRM or nothing. But it does say I called her. I wonder if Jamil. No, it says me. Dude. Oh, because I'm calling off a list. No wonder this shit's throwing me off. I'm like, it didn't pop up anywhere. It's because I'm calling from a list. So I got to find her. They are not selling. All right, what was her number? Let's see, 5912, right here. Oh, that was Miss Shangler.
All right. Actually, I'm not sure where
Miss Shangler.
How does that happen for SEO leads where he promises he never filled out a form? He only went to his bank and applied for credit to buy a car. And he said now everyone's calling him in the last hour. He literally just left the bank and everyone's been calling him about his house. I was like, sounds like your bank sold your information.
That's what I was, yeah, that's.
He was like, is that illegal? I said, I don't think it is anymore, but it used to be. But there's no way I'll get your information without somebody filling it out.
Yeah. Dude, I've had like a good bit of answers from this list today. Hey, is this Doug? Hey, Doug, this is Tyler Osborne. Just giving you a call to see if you were still trying to sell that place on Mohican.
No, I'm not trying to sell it.
All right, thanks. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Dang, you give up so easily.
He said he ain't selling. That's step one. He got to be selling.
Is this someone that filled out a form?
This is old Danny's lead. I don't know. This is Danny's leads.
I gotcha. I still ask. Because the last guy I talked to, I asked what changed. And he said, oh, well, I found out there was a lien on the property, and I don't know how to handle that. I was like, well, why don't I handle it for you?
Maybe good idea. Maybe I'll try a little more.
813.
Yeah, now like if that was a new just came in PPC or something, I probably would have done something. But when it's an old list, I guess like I'm just assuming they're not going to sell anyways. So when they tell me that, I'm just like, yep, I was right.
Yeah.
Anthony, go ahead and join. We can figure that out. Don't matter. The link's in Discord somewhere, and one of the, at least for sure, it's in my Discord in the chat.
Voice messaging.
All right. Let's see. Ba, ba, ba. Do y'all know if Victor can hop on with y'all and still stream from my channel? I wouldn't know why not, Jamil. He can try. Go to my SKOOL or my Discord if you're in it, and the link's in there. It also should be in a TU chat somewhere, I think, but maybe not. I guess I could just post it here. There it is. Send him on over. Red Rover, we call Victor over. We call T.O. over. $7932.
Please leave your message for.
Oh.
Jamil, or he can end your stream if you wanted, and then on mine hit stream to my audience, and it'll stream it too. But I don't know why he couldn't do both. I mean, Joe. I ain't heard of Nick Hernan call in a while. That's what I'm waiting on.
For sure. I don't know why I keep losing the calculator, profit calculator. Keeps disappearing on me.
I don't know if you guys want to hear this. So this is some mad, crazy stuff. Man.
Who got my house? They just didn't want me to get it. The doctors behind it, and I wouldn't have known that. And I actually used to go to the Kingdom Hall in Arizona, and I went to one of the elders there, and he told me what was going to happen to my house, at my house in a couple days. It happened exactly as he told me. So I thought, you know what? They know what's going on.
Who told you that?
They call him an elder. It's like a minister at my Kingdom Hall. He told me exactly what was going to happen at my house. See, I'm hit with radiation every night. And he told me about it, and he told me why they were doing it. And he made up this big, fantastic story, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But what he told me happened. He knew exactly what was going on. That's when I said, it is him. And I could not believe it.
So where did he got that information from?
Had to get it from New
Randy,
York.
I got all my stuff ready to rock and roll now. I just got to make some ads. And then it should be chilling with
Dr.
the
Coleman
Facebook.
wants my research. He wants to claim it's his. That's the only thing I can figure out. And the research that I have is pretty groundbreaking. And I am not clever, you know. I took a medical course.
Where's the man of the hour, Jim?
And
I thought he was getting
Greek,
it.
and I put the
You
two
hear all
together,
that?
and I take up all kinds of things. And most people don't do what I do. Anybody could probably find what I found, but anyway.
How do I meet guys if I get on a call?
I think he'd really like to have me in a nursing home. I'm 78 years old, and I look like I was 40 until they started hitting me with radiation.
Who is hitting you with radiation?
Pardon?
Who is hitting you with radiation?
People that he's hired.
So where's that radiation coming from?
It's called a direct energy weapon, DEW, and it's not against the law.
From where? From like
In my
from a
yard.
device?
A device, yeah. He was hitting me. It goes through the walls and hits me. I didn't know anything about it until this started, and I didn't know what was happening. And I had a good friend that was an electrician, and I described it to him, and he goes, "Oh, I know what that is." You know, otherwise I wouldn't have known. And then I've realized every night I hear somebody in my yard, and they break in my house constantly, steal everything that has any value. I've never heard of such abuse. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, God is love. I don't believe Jehovah's Witnesses is a religion anymore. I think they're abusers, thieves, liars, controllers, very much controllers. And I don't like saying that. My son's a Jehovah's Witness, and he's a nice man. But after seeing them drug my husband to death, and the nightmare they put me through. They've stolen money constantly out of my checking account. I was just told that I bought a 95 square inch television and they want it delivered to my home. I didn't buy that. That's what I go through all the time. You know, I supposedly bought a big high-powered camera a couple years ago, and it's always for $400, $500, $600. You know, I'm homeless. What am I going to do with TV? I don't watch TV anyway, even when I had a home. You know, they're just trying to, you know, get me as frustrated as possible, and they can't frustrate me. You know.
Okay, so in this whole situation, what do you think is our next step?
I think the attorney needs to get a document that says I'm the rightful owner, and I think it's very easy for him to do because I have enough documents to prove I am. And as soon as we have that document, you can proceed with the sale.
Okay, do you have that attorney information?
Well, I've contacted 3 right now, and none of them have contacted me yet, but my phone has been ringing ever since we got on the phone, so maybe somebody's calling me now.
Right.
So, but maybe they'll leave a message and then I can call them back. But I was told one of them would call me definitely today.
Well, you mentioned you had a court hearing about this, right?
Well, I went to the Supreme Court and I went by myself, and they ran right over me. They said statute of limitations, and you know, I called them and I said, you're absolutely wrong. There's no statute of limitations when I filed, and they didn't do anything. I think Jehovah's Witnesses, I have one thing I need to tell you. One attorney in Kalispell told me that Jehovah's Witnesses are telling people they're FBI.
Really?
So they're trying to, well, I'll tell you what another attorney told me. He says they're using mafia-like third world tactics. In other words, they're being bullies and they're threatening. And if they had the truth on their side, they wouldn't have to be like that.
Okay. All right. I guess you should take those calls from whatever attorney is calling you, and then once you follow up with them, get the information you need, and then you'll touch back base with me, shoot me a text or call me and tell us, what's our next step. Does that sound fair?
That sounds perfect.
Awesome.
If I get a document from the attorney, which won't take him very long, I don't believe he has to go to court at all. He just has to have documents that says Gloria is the owner.
Okay.
After looking at all the documents, and if I get that from him, I will send it to you.
Awesome. All right, let's continue working at this and get this going.
Well, I apologize for the complications, and I appreciate your interest.
That's perfectly fine.
It's really helping me out. I'm trying to survive every day here, and I get tired of, every motel I go to, they hit me with the radiation all night long. I don't get any sleep, and so I have to sleep in my car during the day. And I don't know, it's getting awfully old. And you're a bright spot, maybe I'll get off underneath this. Because once my home is sold, I'm sure they'll leave me alone. So, what's the point at that point of doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just an expense for them. And they're running the risk of being caught the more they get involved. They think they're very clever. They're probably related to Eric Schroeder. I think they're very clever. But anyway, I thank you for your call, and let me see if I can get to an attorney today.
Of course. And keep me posted with whatever new information you get, all right?
Oh, absolutely. No problem.
Gotcha. Sounds good. You take care now.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.
Oh?
Hey, is this Charles?
This is his wife. Can I take a message?
Yeah, I was calling about that property on Edgewood. It looked like you showed interest in selling it at some point. Are you guys still selling it?
We have not decided for anything definitely. What's your offer?
I don't know anything except your name and the address. I'd love to have a conversation. Are you a decision maker on, or is that something I have to talk to him about?
No, I'm the decision maker.
Okay. How much are you guys looking to get?
I don't know. I'm just feeling what is the market. Sure.
Okay. Are you guys like actively looking to sell in the next couple months or so?
Not actively, but we're thinking on it.
What do you mean thinking?
It's just what I've been thinking.
So you guys aren't actively looking, you're just kind of trying to get an idea of what it's worth?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd say I'm not an appraiser. I think that's probably your best route to go is to go to an appraiser to get the value. If you guys are actively looking at selling, you could save my number. My name is Anthony. And whenever you guys are in the market to look for a cash offer or something like that, feel free to reach back out to me.
Okay.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.
Take care.
You too.
BRB, I gotta make this kid cereal. Someone's got to be entertainer.
All right. Nick, you're up.
Man, put me on the spot like that.
I'm going to text blast a handful of
Matt,
people.
Is that how you would have handled that?
Hopefully we don't have a tough crowd.
Yeah, Anthony, I would definitely have just kept going down that route of like, I mean, it doesn't sound like they are interested in selling. It sounds like they want a free appraisal. Like, I would probably ask what other ways have they gone about it. Like, have you talked to a realtor? Like, what stopped me from talking to a realtor? Those kinds of questions. And if they're like, yeah, just, I don't know, just seeing what I can get for it. I always say something on the lines of, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like you're in initial stages of trying to get this property or figure out what you're doing with the property. You're not sure which direction you want to go, and you just want to get a value of your property. And if they say, yeah, then I'm like, all right, I mean, I'm not an appraisal and I can't do anything official like that. But if you're interested in selling it, I'm interested in buying it. Sounds like we're not there yet. Similar to what you did, you were just fewer words and straightforward and got off quick.
It's weird. I never call from my phone.
You're going to fall in love with it. That's be careful. It's the way to go. Especially you just get a kickstand phone case and you just set it here and you just bloop, bloop, bloop.
That's awesome. I need a kickstand phone case. Where's our best friend? Where's Carson at?
That is a great question. As the true entertainer.
I'll get somebody else on to entertain. You just hop on and be mean to us.
Hey, is this Nicholas?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick, this is Anthony. I was calling about the property on Jefferson Avenue. It looked like you showed interest in selling it some time ago. You still selling that?
I don't think so. Not at this time.
Not at this time. When do you think you'll be interested in selling it?
I'm not sure yet. I've got some options here, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
Okay, awesome. So someone's lined up to buy it, it seems like?
Well, I got a couple people that are interested in buying it, and I've got family members that are interested. So everything's up in the air. We just bought a new place, so I'm in the process of moving out of there. So.
Okay, awesome. I mean, it sounds like you got it taken care of. I mean, you going with the investor route or are you going with the family?
I'm not. Well, it depends. I've had two people ask. It depends on if the family's going to move back home. They're asking. I mean, it's a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom house, and it's me and my wife. Okay. My daughter lives in Michigan, and she's got 4 boys. So it'll work good for her. She grew up with it, so we're gonna figure it out. It's up in the air, kind of. So I had somebody that wanted to buy it, and then I said, "Well, I'll put that on hold, and let me see what you're gonna do." So if I decide to leave your name and number on my email there or on my text, and if I decide to sell it, I'll give you a holler.
Okay. I mean, is this something you're thinking you're going to be deciding the next month or two, or is this months down the road?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
If my daughter doesn't move here, then I'll sell it. But if not, then she'll move in, and she was talking about maybe buying it. I don't know. Like I said, they're trying to figure. They own a house up there, so like I said, there's a lot of things to figure out. This just came about probably last week. So.
Oh man, how did it start?
Yeah. Not. She just called me up and said, "What do you mean you bought a new house?" I said, "Yeah, I bought it. We bought a first floor. A couple acres out in the country." And so she goes, "What are you gonna do with the old house?" I said, "I was gonna sell it." She goes, "Would you be interested in doing something with me?" And I said, "Well, what are you gonna do with your house?" She goes, "I'll probably have to sell it, but we'll talk." That's where we're at right now. That makes sense to you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's giving me a lot more information. So you said you had an investor that was already in communication with you?
Yeah, I had a couple. I own 3 or 4 buildings. Most of them are paid off. And like I said, they're fully rented. I got a 4-family, 2 single families, and I just bought another single family. So I don't know. For some reason, I'm on some kind of list, and I get all kinds of crazy calls. But then I got people that are serious, and I got people that are, make you an offer and then try to lowball you, and I ain't into playing games. I know what the house is worth. So, like I said, if I got somebody that is interested in it, I'm going to take care of something. If not,
well, I mean, what are you looking to get for it?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just in the process of getting it appraised because I've lived there for 32 years. So. I know ballpark what it's worth, but I don't know yet. So I'm looking. But like I said, if my family wants it, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, that investor conversation you had before, did they shoot an offer out to you?
Oh.
You said you were speaking to an investor about it, or you've been getting a couple of calls.
I had somebody that offered me $373,000, then came back and said, "Well, I've got to paint the inside and the outside." And I said, "Well, I told you about the outside. If you want to paint the inside," and told me it was going to cost $50,000 for somebody to paint it. I told them where to go. So I just said, "No, we're not interested." I'm not going to play that game. I mean,
yeah.
It's all stone, and I've got some wood and stucco that needs to be painted. I mean, is it a third of the building? Yeah. I told him that. I said I was going to paint it, but like I said, if you're interested, he goes, "We'll buy it as is." You know how that goes. So that's where we're at, buddy. So, but like I said, my daughter just talked to us like last week and said, "Hey, would you be?" And so they're going to come down the next couple of weeks, and we're going to talk. And that's where I'm at right now. But if I decide to sell it, leave me your name and number on my as a text message. We talked, and like I said, I mean, I'm always willing to listen, but like I said, some of this stuff is a joke, to be honest with you. But like I said, I don't have to sell. That's the good news about me.
I got you. I mean, so 373, you were willing to move at that, but then they came back and renegotiated.
Well, no, 373 is what they told me they'd give me, and then what they told, and I told them, I said, "Well, the exterior needs to be painted." And they said, "Okay." So then what they did is they told me, "Well, we're going to paint all the inside too, and it's going to cost $50,000." I said, "I don't know where." He goes, "Well, it's $3 a square foot. And you got 5,000, with counting the basement, 5,500 square feet or something like that." And I said, "Your numbers are, that's not what we agreed to." I said, "But that's fine." I said, "We'll move on." So that was our last conversation.
I understand. So, I mean, it sounds as though if it was getting less than that, that's turning into a lowball offer for you.
Yeah, well, I knew it was a lowball. I bought and sold enough houses to know. I mean, it's a unique building. Then they're trying to tell me we don't have any cops for the area. I said, the 2 houses that are alike in the area One was bought 32 years ago. One was bought 25 years ago. And you know what I paid for it 32 years ago. You know what the stone building is worth now with this square footage. I just put a new roof on it. The boiler was replaced about 15 years ago. So, like I said, it's just one of them deals. So,
Okay, I
like
mean, go ahead.
No, I just like I said, I mean, I was interested in selling it, and then you get all this crazy stuff going on, and then so now I'm just like I said, seeing it's my oldest daughter, and she's talking about coming. I've got all 7 other grandchildren here. Soon to be 8 here, and I've got 4 in Michigan that might be here. So that's kind of what's curtailed everything.
So when is the daughter coming down?
The next couple of weeks, she's going to stop down and talk to me, and they've got a $700,000 house up in Michigan that they bought with like 5 acres and everything. They've only been there about a year and a half, so they got to wait till 2 years, which is about 6 months. And so we're going to try to figure out something. And it's my kid. What am I going to do? Say no? The wife ain't going to let me do that.
Hey, I completely understand. Mine wouldn't either. Well, let me do this. I'm going to follow back up with you in about 2 weeks after you've had a conversation with her, figure out where her mind's at, and then we'll see if we can run numbers and see where we could be to make this happen. Like I say, my goal is not to lowball you. I want to try to get you what you need, but my goal would also be to be fair to my business. So we'll look at the area kind of then when you guys are clear on making a decision what you're going to do.
Sure, no problem. What's your first name?
My name's Anthony. I'll shoot you a text as well so you have my information.
Sure.
All
No
right.
problem at all, Anthony.
All right. Take care, brother.
Right. You have a good day, sir. Bye.
Bye.
That was kind of hard to comp, but that's definitely high, I think. But it's hard to comp. I mean, there's nothing that big, like close enough for me to feel comfortable. You know what I mean? There's so many major roads and highways and shit going on right there.
No reality. I wasn't even comping at that point in time. I was just hearing what he had to say because there's no motivation. He's not ready to make a decision. I just wanted to see what I could pull out of him.
Yeah, you're at that point. You're just building a little bit of rapport, getting him to remember you, and then if he's looking at selling, he'll call you back.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know if he's selling at this point. He might just give it to his family.
I don't like to throw those calls away because there is some motivation there. So I'd rather be the friend. I had a call like that earlier today. Same kind of situation.
Another call?
Yeah. I don't know who. Hi, this is Matt.
Hi, Matt. This is Iris Bittner. I was calling you back. You said you'd been trying to get a hold of me.
Hi, Iris. Yeah, so it looks like you filled out a form on my site about selling your property on Brown Road.
Yeah, I'm still looking into it.
You're looking into it?
I'm looking to try to find somebody to buy it, yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. How much are you looking at getting for it?
I won't take less than $70,000.
70,000. Okay, that's I've
had it appraised at between 105 to 110. In March, I had it appraised.
Okay, so you had somebody come out and do an actual appraisal?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's East Texas appraisal service.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, and they gave you an email with pictures and comparables and all that?
Yes, I got all that.
Okay. And would if I could, would you be comfortable emailing it over to me so I can take a look at it?
Well, I can't email it. I'd have to go into town. That's about 25 miles out.
Oh, no, I don't want you doing that.
Doctor's office this morning with shots of things.
So usually when they do appraisals, they email them to you. You have a document that they never did that.
No, I've got I can email you the front page, but there's about 60 pages here.
Yeah, I know they can be pretty extensive.
Let me send you some of what I got. What I'll do, can I take a picture and send it to this number?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do that. And so,
469?
yep.
Okay.
And you said it was appraised for 110?
105, and then he told me, he said it may go on up to 110. I've got 105 on the appraisal.
Gotcha.
That's like it is. That's like it is. I'm living here. I've been here 12 and a half years. I lost my husband a year ago. He died of cancer. I'm not cancer, but Alzheimer's. So,
Oh, man.
I just want to, my daughter lives in Texarkana, and I'm wanting to move over to a little house close to her. It's on her property. So that's why.
Tyler, I think I hear a lot of background noise from you.
I don't know if I can carry them out, but let me get off the phone and I'll go get this and take a picture of it and send you what I can.
You don't have to do that right this second. I still want to kind of figure out what's going on here, see if I'd be a good fit.
Okay.
So, yeah, first off, you said a lot there. I want to make sure I'm understanding everything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really sorry to hear about your husband. You said he passed away about a year ago.
It was a blessing in disguise. I mean, I miss him, but that Alzheimer's was hard to take care of him. Thank you for the compliment, though.
Yeah. My uncle had the same thing happen, and I get that feeling of once they pass away, of like it's almost a blessing. Sad you miss them, but a blessing because of how bad it gets towards the end there.
That's true.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. And what's other than that? What's got you considering selling this?
I'm sorry. What did you say about considering selling it?
Yeah. Other than that, what's got you considering selling this property?
I'm not quite understanding what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm just saying, why are you looking at selling?
I'm wanting to sell it because I just can't take care of it anymore, and myself too. My health is getting real bad, and I need to be closer in somewhere. It's been repainted on the outside, and it's got a new roof on it. And I had the heat pump heating and air conditioning put in about 4 years ago.
Okay. Is there anything major going on with it that, like, if I decide to take this on, that I'd have to fix up or do anything?
I would. Actually, if I stayed here, I was going to redo the flooring. It's a concrete slab, 24 by 60. And I was going to redo the vinyl in the den and the kitchen area, and then put carpeting down in the rest of the house. I was going to replace that. And I was going to have it repainted. It's this brown paneling is what's in it. And I was just going to go through and paint it with sort of like a beige inside paint. That's just for myself if I could have done it. And I'm looking at about probably $15,000 to $17,000 to do all that.
Oh, okay. So it'll take about 15 to 17 to do all that. And I mean, you're putting in the. Oh,
go ahead, sir.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just curious. I mean, you're saying that if you were to stay, I mean, what would cause you to stay rather than getting this?
Not being able to get what I want out of it. I'm buying a little house and putting it next to her. We've already got the property and things situated, but if I can't come up with more money, I just won't sell it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So you already have the property ready to go.
I don't owe any money. I don't owe any money on it. It's clear. I don't have a mortgage. So that's where I'm at.
Gotcha. And I mean, just out of curiosity, where did you come up with that $70,000 number?
Well, the little house itself, to get it in and built and everything, it's like about 65.
Okay, so that makes sense.
It on what I've looked around. I know what houses are selling for throughout Texarkana within a 50-mile area around here.
Yeah.
And this house is older. I know it was built in 1982, but with a little attention inside, I believe it would be just fine to live in. I mean, the taxes are not high. Of course, I'm a senior citizen, and I get to exempt from it. but it's just a quiet, nice place. It's not fancy. It's sort of country, but it would do for someone for starter home or either an older couple. But it does need some paint and new carpet and things inside.
Okay. And did you? I mean, maybe Public Records is wrong, but did you just buy this in 2024?
No, I bought it in 2014.
Okay. Maybe just something. Yeah. Sometimes it's just wrong. Okay. So you bought it in 2014. Nothing really major going on. Some flooring stuff that you would, flooring and some of the paneling.
There's no, if you're asking, is it level and everything through the house? Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's just everything's older. And the kitchen cabinets can be repainted and look nice. They're not just this old kind that you get and just put together out of a box. Everything in here was custom built, but it's getting old. But there's no foundation settling or anything.
Okay.
I've had everything checked out. It is on a 1,500-gallon septic tank, which is no problem. I've had it completely checked. Not this February, but last year.
Uh-huh.
And they said it's perfect. Doesn't have any leaks or anything in it. He said he'd probably be here until I get ready to go home and someone else take over. It's on city water, and that's about all I know to tell you.
Okay. I mean, you did the appraisal and everything. What's stopping you from just tossing this on the market with a realtor?
I checked with 2 or 3 different people. I just don't like to deal with realtors. You'll get one story and then you'll turn around, you'll get another story. And, I'm just not going to do it. It's too much.
Mm.
It's too much to handle. I'd rather just deal with someone, buy it and get going.
I gotcha. So you said too much to handle. What about dealing with the realtor? I know you said back and forth with them, but what's too much to handle with the realtor?
Like I said, you'll talk with them, and one day it's one thing, next day it's a different thing, just different wording and things, and I just don't like to deal with them.
Yeah, no, I got you. When I deal with realtors, I deal with a lot of realtors, and I only like working with ones that I trust, because exactly what you're saying, they'll say one thing one day and then the next day they're contradicting themselves, and it feels more like they're just trying to buy the listing rather than just be straightforward and honest with you.
Well, that's exactly true. And I've been here 12 years, and I can go ahead and stay here. Of course, like I say, I'd rather be in town closer to my daughter since my health is going down. But with me, I'm just in a place of where if I wanted to move, I couldn't do it right away because my husband was very expensive to take care of. And the last few years he was alive, and it's left me very short on money and things. But I'm just wanting to get something that I can go ahead and get this little tiny house built and get it fixed up and move there. I guess out of my own personal needs, I'd say I need to move. The yardage here around the house is almost an acre. Mm-hmm. There's big oak trees around it. And further back, I have a little creek that runs at the back, but it's not on my property. It's on my neighbor's property. But that's about it. If someone likes being in the woods and quiet and to themselves, well, then this would be for them if they like it.
I gotcha. So you're saying that you have some things to sort through at the house, and you can't really move too quickly. What would your ideal timeline look like?
Oh, if someone come in and bought it and put the cash in my hand, I could be out within a week.
Oh, okay. All right. And you're saying you really don't want to deal with the sale of the property. You kind of just want it easy, quick, and done?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself and kind of what I do. I am a real estate investor. I do buy properties and fix them up and sell them. I fix them up and rent them. And if it doesn't make sense for one of those options, I do things a little bit more creative. There's something that's called wholesaling. That's one of the options that I have. Now, if I buy the property, me buying it straight up, it's usually the lowest amount. And that's because I'm not like a big investor. I work myself. I have a family, a wife and kids, and I need to be able to figure out a way to be fair to them, be fair to my business, and keep our lights on and feed our kids. So usually that's the lowest amount. I don't think that's going to work for what you have going on, but maybe one of these other options will. So wholesaling is, I have a bunch of investors all around Texarkana, within that whole area. There's a bunch of people that I've worked with, other investors that have a little bit deeper pockets. Maybe I could blast it out to them and see if any of them would like to take this off your plate. What I would do is I would agree to a price with you, and I would push it out to them for a little bit more. Go after them for a fee for myself. That way, I'm taking care of all the heavy lifting for you. And I'll do all the marketing. I'll do everything that's needed. And as soon as we have a buyer lined up, usually 2-3 weeks or so, then we can close quickly after that. Usually 30 days or less, we can have everything said and done. That's a little bit more than my cash offer would be. And then there's also something called a novation. That's when I would deal with the realtors. I have a bunch of realtors that I've worked with throughout Arkansas, around Texarkana, that I know and trust, that sell all of my flips. So I could also deal with the listing, deal with the realtors, make sure that everything runs smoothly, make sure that I'm pushing this out to people that are serious and not curious, is what I like to say. I know that was a lot of information right there, and I don't mean to throw it all at you, but I want you to ask some questions and kind of see where you're at.
Okay. First off, I know what would happen. Realtors would bring people out to look at it in and out. I don't want that. What I want is someone I wouldn't mind showing it to someone that's going to buy it and just, handle it that way. But I'm not up to people tracking in and out of the house. I'm just not up to it.
Absolutely. I get that. Yeah, what happens is a lot of times when you deal directly with a realtor, especially if it's one you don't know and trust, they put a sign out in your yard and you get neighbors coming through that are just curious and not really serious about buying your property. When I do it.
Before my husband got real sick about 3 years ago,
mm-hmm.
Well, he was sick then, but he was in agreement with me. We could talk. I went with a person, sounds pretty much like you. Well, they sent 3 or 4 people out, 2 or 3 days, and they come through and look. They'd call me back. Oh, yeah, we got a buyer. This person's going to buy. Well, I'd wait and wait. Didn't hear any more. I'd call them. Well, it didn't fit their needs. I said, well, you could have called me back. That's what I've gone through. I've gone through that with 3 or 4 different people.
Oh, wow.
I'm just not going to go through it anymore.
Wow. So
I know what things sell for around here. I know that my house is not completely the brand new like in Better Homes and Gardens. It's a little country ranch house. It does need some updating if someone wanted to. But I don't have the means to update it like I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. But I know that I've seen houses on the market for $125 and $30, $125 to $135 that don't even come comparable to this one. This is not a modernized home, but it's no rat trap either. But if someone come in and put about, I'd say, $15,000 to $17,000 worth of work in it, it wouldn't surprise me to see this house go for $135 to $145.
Mm.
I know that right up on above me here, through the woods, there's 4 townhouses, and they rent from $1,250 to $1,500 a month. And they've been here ever since I moved in 2014. Then there's some that's house trailers that's over away from me, and they've lived there all their lives, and they keep everything pretty good. But it's just sort of a conglomeration of different people. And there are some homes that's going in 2 or 3 miles from here. They're $300,000 and $400,000 homes. And there has been a brand new high school put in over here as of last year, and they've got underway to get a new elementary school going. So I know it's not a community not dying out, but that's where I'm sitting. I'm just not going to give the house away.
Right. It's got to make sense to you. I certainly can appreciate that. So I guess where I'm at, and I want to help you out. I feel like there's a way, but what I'm hearing from you is that you kind of went through this before, where did they put it on the market, or did they just try to wholesale it?
It was on the market on the internet.
Okay.
And they seemed gang ho for the first 2 weeks. I mean, people come in and out like a revolving door.
Okay.
And with me was handling my husband being sick, and he just would get so upset.
That must have been miserable.
Finally,
yeah.
I just pulled it off the market after fooling with them about almost 6 months. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I don't know what people expect when you tell them, yes, the house was custom built in 1982. It's in the country here. Actually, I'm in the city limits of Falk, Arkansas. But people just don't. I don't know. They just can't see when you tell them that it's a ranch-style home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, den, and then a living kitchen and dinette area together. I don't know what they expect to see when they come out, but I know a lot of people's been disappointed. But I don't know what else to say.
No, but I think some people just don't have the vision, right? They want to get a house for super cheap that's already to their standards and their liking. And really, it's just going to come down to finding the perfect person to purchase this property. Now, again, I think so. The novation listing on the market's not an option. That won't work for what you're looking for. So that really only leaves us with this, where I blasted out to all of my investors. And what that would look like is I'm not interested in parading a bunch of people through your property. I'm not interested in uprooting you or making this difficult for you. That's not something that I want to do. So what I would need is some commitment out of you, some pictures. I would agree to a price with you and a timeline that you would give me to blast this out to all of my investors. And if that's something you're interested in, we can move forward and I would give it 110%, and we can get this off your plate.
Well, Matt, I have talked with Clever Real Estate, and I'm supposed to be working with them. I haven't signed any papers or anything, but they sound a lot like what you're doing. So I just feel like I ought to wait until I hear from them to see what's going on with that.
Did they tell you? Did they tell you?
Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Did they tell you that they're wholesaling it, or what was their process like?
They were going to call the investors, and they offered 3 different things, a way of showing it and doing it. I didn't. Well, I know people's got to see the house and things, but they're going to send someone out when to look at it. And he's not going to make I don't think he's going to make he's looking at it just for the man over in Dallas to tell him what he thinks. They're going to take pictures and things, and then that's all this person's coming out for. And that's supposed to be the only person I have to deal with. The rest of it be over telephone and things, which I don't mind. But I have flipped houses before. I lived in Dallas for about 30 years, and I flipped some houses back in the early 90s. Late 80s and early 90s over in Garland, Texas, and mostly in Garland. So I know what it takes and all, but I don't know anymore what to tell you, Matt.
No, I appreciate the straightforwardness. So you talked to this other company, and they said that they were going to send somebody out and make you an offer. What was that? How long ago was that?
Yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay. So yesterday they gave you a call, and
they said Okay, well, what they said they'd do is let their investors look at it. They're going to look at it from the pictures that are being made. And if anybody wants to come in and get a... In fact, he told me they have something like they're going to use that would be a 7-day thing, and it's called a 7-day auction. And he said you don't have to take anything that comes in on it. And he knows that what I told you, I'm not going to take just anything low price. But if that doesn't work, then they'll come in and offer me, when they get what the price value of this guy that comes out thinks it's worth, they'll offer me 80% of that. Like if he thinks it's worth $105,000, they'll offer me 80% of that. And if I want to, I can take that and it'll be done. And if not, then they go into trying to show it by putting it on the internet. And I'm not real tickled about that. I'd really like to just someone come and buy it without all the other rigmarole, because I've been through the rigmarole. I don't want to go through it no more.
Well, that's kind of where I'm concerned about that offer. It sounds like there's a lot of moving parts and some, I don't want to say hidden agenda, but it sounds like there's a lot of ways that they're going to try to tie you up and lock you into something, and then waste some time and then make you feel like you have to, hopefully this is not the case, but make you feel like you have to go with them in the end for either 80% less or doing the whole showings, which you're not interested in doing. What I'm proposing.
They said I could back out at any time I wanted to, and I did not have to sign anything to go in it with them. It does have, they're on the internet. It's CLEVER, Clever Real Estate. They're on the North Central Expressway in Dallas, Texas. Of course, they hadn't called me today yet, but I don't know about that 7-day auction thing.
Well, yeah, that just gives them the right to sell it within the 7 days. And if you get any other offers, if you sign that, you get any offers, they have the first rights of refusal, so that they can stop. If you decide to keep talking to people, they can stop that from happening.
Well, when I said I was thinking about maybe fixing it up myself, I was talking with Capital One West Bank, and they said that they would loan me $88,000 on it, and that would be for 15 years, and it was at 5.75 interest. And my daughter said, "No, Mom, let's just try to sell it. Get you over here."
Yeah, that doesn't solve your problem of getting you over to the tiny home that you're looking at purchasing with your daughter.
It really doesn't.
Have you looked up the clever investors?
It's listed as Clever, CLEVER Real Estate.
Yeah.
And it gives their number, and then they're at 4144 North Central Expressway, Dallas, Texas.
Have you looked them up?
On the internet?
Yeah, because it looks to me like they're all just realtors. And what I've been finding is realtors do this where they lock you in, and they have this option agreement where their main goal is to get you comfortable and wanting to work with them, and then they list it on the market. And it sounds like that's just not something you want to do. You already said that you're not too tickled about that.
Well, I know how to put it on the market and everything myself if I wanted to.
Right, exactly.
I could put it on realtor's market, but
that's not going to solve your problem.
Pardon?
That's not going to solve your problem. It looks like what you want to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to get this sold quickly so that you can start building that home by your daughter and moving into your forever home, your tiny home.
Well, that's true. I'm not going to take less than $70,000 for it. That's my rock bottom price, because this other little home is running me pretty close to 70.
Yeah. So it's got to make sense, right?
Yeah.
What if I
can float a little bit on other stuff, but I'm just not. I wished I could have found a home for $70,000 when I was looking. Like this, I would have got it and fixed it up. But
so what I'm proposing to you, I mean, if I put this in front of you and I agreed to 70,000 and you giving me again 1 week just to, I'll put an agreement in your email that says 1 week, $70,000, and I go after the buyer for a fee for me. And that way it's not wasting any of your time. I'm not going to try to come back and say, hey, I want to list it. You need to keep working with me. You just give me 1 week of time. I'm not going to send a bunch of people through. I might send one person through just to take some pictures and a video walkthrough. So I can blast that out to all of my investors and only deal with people that are highly qualified and super serious. Now, the only reason why I would last longer than a week is if I have somebody lined up to purchase it. And I'll come back to you and say, hey, great news. We got a buyer lined up. We're ready to go. Title will be opened up already, and we'll just let you know when we can close on it. Would you give me a week to do that?
Well, Clever Real Estate was going to go for the full 105,000. He said he believes he can get it plus more. And he said the more would be for them. And I said, well, I hadn't agreed to anything. I'm looking at my notes that I took while I was talking to him. I haven't agreed to anything. I'm surprised I hadn't heard from him today because the way he talked, there were 2 other people I need to talk with and, cancel on everything. But I don't know, Matt. I'm just sort of in a dilemma. I don't know what to do. I got out in the yard this morning. That's what's wrong when you just mark this down. I tell you what, I didn't want the rain to catch me, but I don't know.
How can I support you? How can I support you in this decision? I mean, what would you need to see, feel, or hear?
Someone that will pay me $70,000 and you pay the closing costs and everything on it, and the house is yours.
Well, that's certainly what I'm trying to do. What I would like to do. Now, in order to do that, I would need some commitment just because I'm going to be spending time, money, and energy on doing that. Because I'm going to pay somebody to come out there to take a look. I'm going to pay somebody to take pictures and do the video walkthrough because I want it to look and feel good for the investors. And so all I'm asking for is 1 week of your time to let me blast this out to everyone.
What if you come across some of the people that they were trying to keep? That doesn't. I don't guess that works very much.
Well, it doesn't, just because they are. I mean, they haven't put an agreement in front of you. So my guess is they likely are seeing that 105 is just not going to work for investors. That would work for somebody that would want to buy this and move in. So in order to find those, legally, they have to put this on the market to blast it out to all of the retail buyers, is what they call it. So it needs to go on the MLS. It needs to go out to retail buyers, and that's how they're going to find somebody at a higher price than that 105.
Okay. Well, Matt, let me say this. I am facing some surgery on my knees, and I've got an appointment tomorrow morning with the surgeon, the orthopedic surgeon. Let me think about this, and then I will give you a call back on Thursday and give you my decision whether we'll go that way, if that would be all right with you.
Okay. And what if Clever decides to call you either today or tomorrow? Would you at least give me last crack at it?
I will. I've had my doubts about, I have not told Clever what I would take for it. I did not give them the low ball price that I take like I did you. But my first house there in Dallas, it was over by White Rock Lake, cost me $39,500. And I was there for about 10 years. And when I sold it, I got triple that. Now that's back in the early 70s. But it just blows my mind how much it costs. If I went out and built this house today, it would be around $189,000 to $220,000. And it, I've had that told that, okay, the man that built this house lives across the street. And he was talking, he still does, he's in his late 60s. And he does a lot of, he does all the cabinet work for Lowe's and Home Depot. He builds everything for them. And he told me, he says, I wished I'd have bought that house when it went up for market. I said, well, but he told me, he said, that's what it would cost. He said, I'm building one about the same size of it right now over in East Texarkana, and it's running over 200,000. I said, well, that's then, now's now. But
Yeah.
I will give you, I will tell you this, before I will go or make dead sure with anything with Favor Real Estate, I will call you first and tell you what.
Yeah. And even if it's going with them, that's okay. I just want to make sure they're not going to try to convince you to do something you don't want to do. And to me, it just sounds like that's the route they're going. And I just heard it time and time again with people. And then they end up calling me back and a month later saying, oh man, they definitely just wasted a month of my life. And if you if you decide to go with them, that's okay. I really just want to make sure that I'm taking my investor hat off and putting my friend hat on and just give me at least some advice towards that. Just so you don't get roped into something you don't want to do. So what I'll do on my end.
In this appraisal
that
I got, it has the pictures of the house real good outside and inside.
Yes,
that man's made.
That would be very helpful.
They're colored. Do you have an email address?
Yes, I can text you my email address. I'll text you my name. And what I'll do is on my end, I will pray for you because I know surgery is never a fun thing, even if it's on knees. It's always
You're right.
Never a fun thing. So I'm going to pray for you. I would love to hear how you're doing after that appointment. But if I don't hear from you by midday for Thursday, can I give you a call and just check in?
You sure can.
All right. Well, I'll do that, but I'll shoot you a text right now so you have my name and my email, and I'll look forward to seeing some pictures and seeing what we can do to help you out.
Okay. Well, Matt, thank you. And I enjoyed talking with you. And I don't tell people something that I won't come through and do it truthfully. So
absolutely. Yeah.
I will give you a good answer Thursday.
All right. I appreciate it. And good luck tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I'll get your email. It's cheaper to email these things than it is doing it on the phone. But anyway, I'll get it to you tomorrow.
Okay. Perfect. Hi.
That ended up being a long one.
I know that was too long for her to throw in minute 40 that she has another offer that she's considering taking and wants to talk to them. I had to try to throw that offer right out the window. Jeepers. All right, I'm going to text her before I forget.
Hey, Monica, how's it going?
It's going.
Nice to meet you.
Tell Matt that I was right here, and I would just go take the pictures and video for you. I mean,
Are you in Texarkana or you're in DFW, right?
Yeah, I'm in DFW. Is she in Texarkana?
Yep.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah, she's in Texarkana, Arkansas.
Probably not driving to Texarkana, but I misunderstood. I thought her house was in Dallas.
No. The investors that were pretending to want to buy it or whatever they want to do, but they're doing an option agreement with her and really just trying to rope her in so they can put it on the market. They're gonna blast it for a week, and if they can't do it, then they're gonna put it on the market. But there's no way they'd be able to find an investor above 105.
Yeah.
No.
I have some land in Arkansas, but I'm probably not going to go see it anytime soon. Misunderstood.
Now I got some people over there if needed, but she's going to email me.
Cool.
It was not a bad call. I thought I was going to lose her for a second.
It was a good call.
Yeah, only thing I would have just hit more on the getting closer to the daughter, probably.
Yeah. I kind of brought it back to that. The issue or the reason why I didn't was because every time I tried to talk about motivation, she seemed to shut down. And every time she would pivot straight over to like trying to sell me her house of why her house is good. So she would she'd answer my question briefly and then immediately go to condition of her property and those kinds of things over and over again. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to keep pulling at that. So I kept trying to throw it in here and there to see if she would latch on. But again, every single time she brought it back to the condition of the property. Like she was
And I would have
uncomfortable.
nailed that tiny house because that's where I'm headed. I would have just, for me, because that's where I am. I would have just stayed on that tiny house for myself, because that's just where I am. And so I would have stayed on that. But we're, you and I are in two different places. But for me, that's where I would have nailed it. But
yeah, I don't want to
keep going back there.
I don't want to talk about myself, because most sellers just don't care about me. They care about themselves. So I kept trying to put it back to like what's going to solve her issue. And her problem is that she does want to move, and it needs to be quick if she's going to do it. If not, then she's just going to stay. And where I could have gone with it was what happens. I mean, which way are you leaning? She really does want to move to her daughter. That's what she wants to do. She doesn't want to fix it up, but she's all confused on what she
I didn't mean I would have brought mine up. I just meant I would have focused on the tiny house, because it's a real thing. People are, when they start thinking about that, they're there, and she's thinking about it a lot.
Well, the reason why she wants to, and the reason why she needs to, I should have nailed in at the end, but we were kind of at the tail end of it. So I want to save some, because I knew we were getting off the phone. I don't want to bring her so far into her feels, and then the clever real estate calls in 10 minutes and she's ready to sign, right? That's not something I want to do. So what I have written down is she's having knee surgery and wants to downsize to a tiny home.
That's true too.
So she likely has stairs in her house or things that are going on that she's afraid of once she has the knee surgery to getting around. So I have that written down to have that conversation with her on Thursday when I talk to her and start building that story. But I don't want to build it too much too early.
How old's her daughter?
Didn't want to get into it yet.
Gotcha.
Again, every time I tried to talk about motivation and pain and everything, she just wanted to move on past it.
Yeah.
What's up, Victor?
What's up, Tyler?
I ain't seen you in forever.
I know, right? I just got called a dum dum right now because I gave her a call back. She hanged up on me. She's like, "That was on purpose, dum dum." And then she hangs up on me.
Someone told me to get a real job earlier.
Someone told me to pound sand for asking how much they want for their property.
Oh no!
Yeah. 5-second conversation.
Not a bad day.
I texted him back. He answered, and I was like, "Hey, you still looking at selling this property?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "How much you want for it?" And he's like, "Pound sand. I'm done." And he hung up. And I texted him. I said, "I'm confused. Didn't you just fill out a form about wanting to sell your property? Why hang up on me? Like, I'm ready to have a conversation." And he texted me pound sand and hit do not disturb or whatever, the DNC.
We get the worst, don't we? Probably the worst abuse after they fill out a form. Like, you filled out the form.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What form?
I asked him if he filled out a form. He said, "Yeah." I said, "So do you want to sell it? Let's have a conversation." DNC.
Yeah. Then they deny it. It's like, no, you really did.
All right, let's see. I've been getting answers off this list, so.
That's your cold call list.
Yeah.
I'm almost about to send a contract on mine.
I sent one earlier off of it.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know if he can accept it. He owes more than what I offered him, but he's going to talk to his lender.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
He wants rid of it. He's like, "Dude, I don't care. Let's put something in writing. Let me send it to him." I'm like, "All right, 140.
I wonder how that would go. I mean, essentially, you're asking for a short sale without going the legal route of a short sale, which sometimes does work. But oftentimes the lender will mandate that they put it on the market with a realtor to try to get the most possible for the short sale.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
But
guess it probably definitely heavy relying on the lender.
it is, but I mean, I did that last week. The guy owes 3.2 million in liens, and I did a written offer for 100K.
For how much?
100K.
Oh
Did they
shit!
take it?
Well, I haven't heard back yet.
Oh yeah, it takes a while.
I
Yeah.
did talk them down to 20K in the liens, so 3.1 or 3.4 million in liens down to 20K. But apparently there's also a mortgage on there. So between the 20K in liens and the mortgage, they have to split the 100K.
Probably got a HUD loan on there too.
Yep.
Wow.
But this would be a wholesale. I would buy it at 100K, put it right on the market for 215. So I wasn't willing to chance going higher than that.
Wow.
So hopefully they accept, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
No answers. So where are you at in your journey, Monica? Catch me up to speed again.
Well, I'm waiting on a call right now, so we might get one that I'm waiting on. I've got building a team, trying to build a team. I've got 4 people.
Nice.
Just moving along. Got a transaction specialist that's, trying to, learn the ropes. She's doing pretty well. 2 guys that are on the phone. Trying to smooth things out with them. One's never been in real estate. He's probably doing better than the one that has. Trying to free up some time, so I've got a little more time to do, a little bit more, a little bit other, not be on the phone all the time. I like being on the phone, but it frees me up a little bit to not have to be on the phone all the time, but I enjoy being on the phone. It's just something I like to do, but there's other things that you have to do. And if you want to, build your business and have a business, so it's harder to do. And, if I don't want to sit here with all this behind me, and I'm going to go see my dad this weekend, I hope. And he turned 90.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I told you that. Yeah.
Yep.
Even if it's just for a day, at 90 years old, it's a roll of the dice. So he's healthy. He didn't see as well or hear as well, but yeah, I want to try to get into a little more multifamily. I have some, but just a little more multifamily, not giant. I ran hotels for years. I think I shared that with you. And, I wouldn't mind having a hotel or 2, just either convert.
Well, we'll keep it in mind, all of us.
Yeah, that are either in bad shape that I can either convert, not huge. And I don't want giant, Grant Cardone crap or anything, but just something, that I can either convert and maybe, have some revenue coming in on that type of thing. And
yeah, you never know what we run across. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they don't have to be big, just something, that you can convert and maybe clean up. People are getting rid of them all the time. So yeah, we've got a pretty good buffet of some buyers, and built that up a little bit with people I know all over. I try to stay focused in Texas, but I do some virtual all over. I've built up a pretty good network of people. I try to take pictures for people and do things here just to do them. So if you need anything done here, I'm willing to go do it. That's what I like to go out and do stuff. That's why I've got people doing things here on the phone, and some title companies here. Like I said earlier about buying cookies, doing things like that I do for the closing title companies. They're just little things that you can do to make friends, little stuff. And that's how I built up some good real estate agents. I go and say, who are your top 5 real estate agents? And you make friends with them and build a network of people all over the country and trade them for leads, and say, hey, it's just a good way to not have to spend a lot of money to do that and get some good real estate agents that you have to work with all over the country. And they become good people for you all over the country, and they're loyal to you. They can go take pictures. If I don't know somebody in Washington, if I don't know somebody in Georgia, that real estate agent will go do it, and they'll take the listing. They'll gladly go take pictures, if I don't know somebody there, things like that. So it's built up a good network of people. I tried to do that for Nick. The guy hasn't answered me back, so he's doing something, but he does know somebody there. So hopefully that'll help him when he gets back. But I'm happy to go do that for anybody. If you need something somewhere, I'm happy to go do it. I don't need any money, just, if I need something wherever you guys are, go take a picture or video, or just go look at the place and make sure it's not laying on the ground. It's not just land and they're saying it's a house. And a lot of times pictures are old, stuff like that. So I'm happy to do things like that for people. Builds relationships. So yeah, what you put out there comes back to you, like Zig Ziglar used to say. And I'm old school, so I don't need a JV split or any of that. Once in a while you do, like what happened to that guy earlier today. That sucked. But sometimes you need to get paid, but sometimes you just do things because you'll need something in that same area eventually. So, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, I talk about networking a lot. So just listening to you talk, and you're in multifamily and all this, and looking for some, and I just hear it, and you talking about just bringing value and helping people that forged that network.
It's important. I mean, it just goes around, comes around, and you'll meet somebody, at a big event someday, and you'll shake their hand and you go, oh, wow, I know you. I do know you. And you'll sit down and have a chat or have some coffee, and
I'll be in DFW this weekend.
Cool.
So we'll have to link up. I'll get there. Well, I'll actually be busy Saturday, Sunday, but like maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week, if you're available, we can definitely let's link up.
I'll fly back in Monday at 1. So
okay, well, perfect.
I don't leave Saturday probably till Saturday evening. And
maybe Saturday evening then. I could probably do. I mean, well, no, I'll probably get there Saturday.
Yeah, I leave for Kentucky probably about midday Saturday, and I won't be back till Monday about 1 or so.
Okay, so it'll probably have to be Monday.
Yeah.
I have to look. I think I leave Tuesday.
And I'm flying D3, so if I get bumped, because I used to work at American, so if I get bumped, I shouldn't get bumped because I'm on the early one, but we'll see. I mean, so far it's a small jet and it's into Lexington, so hopefully everything goes good. But if I get bumped, so far half the plane's empty. So fingers crossed it'll be okay. But if I get bumped, I'll be on the next plane and the next plane. So there's 2 more flights that day, both days, and should be okay. I don't think there's a big run on flights to Lexington or back, but you never know. Yeah, it's Father's Day weekend. Who knows? Everybody may want to go see their dad in Lexington or come back Monday. That might be a problem, but it's a small jet. They like flying bigger, planes, but we'll see. But yeah, if you'll be here through the week, any day.
Yeah, I leave Tuesday. I don't think it's till at least the afternoon, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sounds good.
All right, let's see if I can't get someone on the phone.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Well, I'm actually getting them on the phone, some of them, but they're just not selling, most of them. Hey, is this Robert? Hey, Robert. This is Tyler Osborne. Just giving you a call because it looked like maybe you were at one point wanting to sell your place on Markuson. I didn't know if you still were. I mean, I'm a buyer in the area. I buy properties. I just seen it looked like you might have been trying to sell at one point. Okay, sorry for bugging you then. All righty. Well, Michelle. Oops. Copied the wrong thing. Copied her last name.
Jeff Barnes, what's up, man? You still around watching? He said, "Holy crap." I don't know if that was for me or what that was about, but I just saw it.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with the call, but I don't know. Pretty sure.
Is Audrey on? Looks like he's.
Yeah, it looks like he's on call.
Unmute him and see what happens.
I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. He overrid me. Oh, he hung up.
Yeah, if you mute us, you can unmute us. But if I mute myself, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
If we all unmute, then you mute us. But I like having control.
Yeah.
I'm on with like my doctor, talking about private stuff, private business. I don't want you unmuting me.
Like, oh, Matt's on a call. You're like, yeah, did you get my gonorrhea stuff? Like, oh, wrong call. Sorry.
I accidentally mixed up my medication. Now my lips are numb.
Okay, who's next? Michelle.
Hello.
Hey, is this Michelle?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Michelle. This is Tyler Osborne. I was just giving you a call because it looked like at one point you might have been selling your place on Shelton Street, and I didn't know if you still were.
I'm getting all these calls about Shelton Street.
Oh, I don't. Mine came across like I don't. It may have been you or may not have been, but someone had filled out a form with your information on it.
Well, I may be,
Okay.
I'm more interested in a private buyer.
Yeah, that's me. You found me, or I found you.
No, you're an investor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I guess what are you looking for? What do you mean private?
Never mind. Well, I tell you what, I'll let you know. Just text me a number and your name and everything, okay?
Okay, so you're gonna think about it. You're saying?
Yeah, I'm going to think about it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if you decide you want to sell, I'm a buyer in the area, so just just let me know.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
I hate calls like that. I usually try to call it out. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like you're just trying to get off the phone with me and you're not really interested in selling me your property.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear her, but she gave me the I don't know if you heard that, but
no, I heard it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that, because she clearly just wanted to say whatever it was to get off the phone, but she wasn't saying why. Like, what's the difference between a private buyer and an investor? Like, are you looking for a private buyer to
Your
buy
health.
it?
What's going on with your health?
I had a heart attack.
Oh. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Have you recovered from it?
Well, I don't guess you ever recover from it.
pop up any time, depending on your blood flow.
When did that happen?
August 25th.
Of last year?
Yeah.
Oh. So sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as it stands with this property here, you say you're not looking to sell it anytime soon?
No, not anytime soon.
Okay. You have any other properties that you'd consider selling?
No.
Okay. All right, man. You take care and you stay in good health.
All right, thank you.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye.
I had a seller that sold their property 40 years ago. 40
What?
years ago. She's
That's
like,
an old
"Oh,
lead. That's quite old for a lead.
yeah,
Holy
like this, 30 years ago. She's like, I was retired 21 years ago, so I don't know how you did that. Well, it still shows you on
Wow.
record.
Yeah, that's wild. Maybe it's just a really smart seller and they know you won't call them back by saying that.
Damn, tricked me.
Crazy.
Okay, next up, Carol. One of these people are going to want to sell. My last three have not made it past step one. No one has said yes, they want to sell.
Yeah, I got a feeling you're gonna get one right now. Just saying.
That's weird. I had that same feeling. Are you live right now on the other channel too?
No, I had to shut it down because it's super slow. Like my connection's not that fast.
Tyler giving you a call back? Well, they didn't want that.
What happened? You good?
Hello, this is Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey, how's it going? This is yeah, I was giving you a call actually here just because I seen it looked like at one point you were wanting to sell your property on Knollwood, and I didn't know if you still were.
Oh, I was calling right now.
Yeah, my name's Tyler Osborne. I'm a real estate investor. It just came across like you maybe filled out my form at one point.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not doing my realtor.
Oh no, you have a realtor?
Oh, shit. That's why I answered.
Oh, well, no. So you already have a realtor for it?
No, I got other properties. I got a realtor for.
Oh, okay.
This one I'm not, I haven't listed it.
Okay, is
I mean, like, I've been honest with you. I got thousands of calls. I'm not even answering. I'm lucky to find realtors that need Tyler, and that's my
okay.
I've had, what houses, okay, that part, high 2 to 300, how much probably research, some of
Yeah.
So it's, we can talk it, not, it's just, it'll be wasting my time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you an offer for sure if you're wanting to sell it. I just need to know a little more about it. I mean, I'm looking it up, but I can't see much on it.
Well, for me, it's really been taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else you want to know? The third part, you know,
Okay. Okay. So just maybe a little bit of touch ups or something like that.
anything, if you want to change the process, you know, like, very much, you know.
Yeah.
It's got a new roof. For another 15 years.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. It looks nice. No, yeah, I like it. Okay. So you'd mentioned a realtor. Are you planning on like listing it or is that the plan?
I got the property down, but I'm working with the realtor.
Okay. And you don't want to list this one or?
No, it just, it was a gray, you know. It's just like a,
Okay. All right. And you mentioned they're selling, high twos, maybe three. I'm seeing that same thing here. Needs a little work. Yeah.
Color of something it's something that anybody that you go to in your home, you don't want to color or whatever they change.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No one's going to like it. They're always going to change something.
I'm looking for somebody that
Yeah. To try to kind of get the most.
investors, you know. I'm getting calls now.
Yeah.
You gotta go through all this while you're selling that.
Yeah. Well, good news is, so I'm just like an hour from you. I'm here local. But I mean, yeah, so there's a couple different ways that I could help. And I mean, it sounds like, I mean, you're not in like a crazy rush or nothing, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Offers less than
Yeah. So I have two ways here I could help. And just honest, I don't think, me buying it cash is going to be your best one just because you're not in like a bad spot to where, you need cash now. There's another way I have where I can get you more money. And it's the in between way of if I were to buy it cash in 30 days and in between that and you going through the headache of a realtor. And essentially all it is you let me market it for you to my network. You know, everyone, essentially I put in the legwork. You're hands off just like cash, as is. I pay closing costs and everything.
I'm not too complicated, you know.
Yeah, no, the only thing is just I could buy it cash myself, but I don't think that's your best bet. Or you let me send it to other buyers and get you more because they'll pay more.
You sound like
Oh no, no. No, Open Door, they're buyers too. They come out and they buy, but that's what they do. They're big corporations or something. You know, I'm just me. I own my company. I'm just a small town Southern boy.
well, I mean, like I said, I'm not looking for that.
You just rather straight cash. Let's get it done.
Straight cash, whatever, you know, you go to the bank, you know, do it. Whatever, you know, just sign up and that's you know, I don't want to, you know, financing,
Yeah, absolutely.
You could understand what I'm that's why I don't even answer phone calls.
Yeah. I mean, I'm nothing like them. Them silly goobers.
I bet, you know, you go to, and you just move in and you don't need to change paint, you know, you like that. I mean, they want to offer, you know, at least 60, you know, 60% or below, 50% or below on the realtor or the investors.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, I'm not going to offer you 50% of that. That is ridiculous.
I've seen some houses, you know, that they're,
Can y'all hear him? Chat.
you know, and not even good yard, you know, neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like I said, you know, you stop getting. I don't know.
Yeah, this first time I've talked to you, I got lucky.
Like I said, every day and open door.
That's probably his dog, Joseph. It's him.
Like I said, I got a realtor, you know,
Got a realtor.
working on the property.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to get, you know, stop all this and all these calls to say just you're wanting simple, just get out of it. I mean, if I were to come in, you know, cash and paid everything, closing costs and closed on your timeline, I mean, what's in your pocket? The best, you know, what do you need?
Well, I'm like, you know,
Okay, so you're wanting the okay, so you're wanting up towards the retail, but even though it needs a little work, right? He said he had to go. I don't know if y'all heard that, but he had a kid screaming. So,
Yeah, I heard.
he was trying to hang up on me the whole time. I don't know how good you could hear him because of his dog, but he kept saying, I keep getting all these calls from you people. I didn't mean to answer yours.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
But I'll call him back. That's definitely a follow-up. Okay.
Mommy.
So this one, you said you're just staying there a couple nights of the week. You're already moving into your other apartment. Sounds like you don't even need the money from the sale in order to move. You've already done that.
No, I need the money to purchase something to put on my property.
I gotcha.
I have 65 acres.
And that's where your son is going to be building the house as well.
Yes, we're all going to be there together.
That's
I
beautiful.
already have another son that lives there.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. So your other son already built something or put something on that land?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So you need, I mean, I'm not saying like you're going to give the house away for free. I'm just saying you can move right now into your apartment, sell this house, and then worry about putting something on the land.
Exactly.
Okay.
I got the apartment.
I gotcha. Okay. And what stopped me from just putting it on the market with a realtor?
I don't want to go through all that crap. I don't want to fix all that crap.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to ding you on the. I mean, you can't get a mortgage if there's foundation issues, and not saying there is, but if you put it on the market, they're going to want you to fix that foundation issue before you even.
I'm just not doing all that.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, I guess here's my proposal. I mean, if I could handle all of those things for you, all the heavy lifting, you don't have to fix anything. You don't have to lift a finger to do anything. You just focus on moving out, and I focus on getting your property sold. Is that something that would you care about how I go about making my money?
No, I just want what I said for it.
I gotcha. And if I could do that for you, if I could take care of everything, I mean, what would you say your bottom dollar would be for that?
110.
110. Is that a take it or leave it number, or is that like, is there any negotiating on that?
No negotiating.
Okay. And what's your game plan?
No, he said no less than 110.
Your son said that?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your game plan if you don't get the 110?
I guess I'll have to fix it and put it on the market.
Okay.
I'm just not aiming to do it. I think it's well worth it. It's a very nice house. It's been kept up pretty good.
What do you think it would list for in its current condition?
It just started about a year ago.
Okay. I mean, if you fix the floor issue, what do you think it would list for in its current condition?
Oh, probably around 200,000. I don't know for sure. I would have to look into all that. Like I said, I'm not trying to do that. I've already gave this to about 15 people. I'm waiting to bid for numbers. And whichever one gives the best one is the one I'm going to go with.
Okay. But with 110 being the lowest.
Yes.
I gotcha. Okay. I mean, my concern again is going to be that you're going to get a bunch of wholesalers that are going to lie to you and say, I'll give you a 110, I'll give you 120. And then you're.
Well, I've done pretty good research on the companies I've notified. So.
Well, that's good. That's good at least. I am looking into this and kind of seeing where, because again, my concern is them wasting your time. If I agreed to 110, but I'm very straightforward with you and tell you I'm going to put this out to all of my investors and go after them for a fee for me, I mean, how much time would you give me to do that? Because I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Would you give me 2 weeks to blast this out to everyone?
Possibly. I mean, I would like to talk that over with my son.
Okay. Because I could put something in front of you. I would like to, I mean, I could answer any questions your son has as well. But I would put something in front of you that says 110 to you. You give me, it'll be a 2-week agreement. The only reason we would extend that is if we have a buyer lined up and they need a little bit more time than 2 weeks. If I did something like that and put that in writing in front of you, what would you see yourself doing?
Okay, if you do what now?
If I put something in front of you that said 110,000 and a 2-week agreement, meaning you're going to give me 2 weeks to find a buyer and get somebody ready to buy your property. The only reason we would extend is if I have a buyer and they need a little bit more time to close. At the end of the 2 weeks, if for some reason the feedback comes in lower, I'm just going to be completely honest with you and we're going to go from there. But at that point, we're kind of partnering on it. And at that, and if all of the offers are coming in lower, then what we'll do at that point is agree to either move forward with one of those or part ways. So that way I'm not wasting a lot of your time. It'll just be 2 weeks.
Okay, well, this is what I can do for you. When my son gets off work this evening,
Yep.
you can give me a call and you can run this through with him.
Okay. When is he going to be home?
Probably around 7:30.
7:30? All right. Then
we
why
can
not?
do a three-way call and you can run it down for both of us.
Sounds good.
And he can make the decision on that.
Sounds good. I will give you a call around 7:30.
All right, then.
All right. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can figure something out here.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Tammy. Yeah, that's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot. Nothing really wrong other than it sounds like there's foundation issues. It's a little dated, but the living room floor is dripping.
Yeah, it's probably high 2s at least then.
I think you're muted. I can't. Wait. There we go. I had you muted.
It's at least high 2s.
I think 110. I think 110. I'll be able to wholesale it. So I'm gonna call back, talk to the son. I'd at least put in the work for a week and see if I can get any feedback.
Yeah, and that one pending I sent you might be a buyer. Who knows? If ours is better shape.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I already did look at some pending and sold to see if I would. That was why I went that route, is that there are some buyers in that area of people that are flipping.
Yep.
It's just frustrating. She just kept wanting to run everything by her son. So I kind of cut it and said I'll talk to him.
That is a little frustrating.
I guess I don't know if he knows real estate or anything, but I'll find out tonight.
Yeah.
I asked her where that 110 came from, and she said, I don't know. I just talked to my son. He told me I can't accept anything less than 110. Like, where did that number come from? Like, is it based on anything? And she said, no, it's just what we want. All right. The whole situation's weird. I have to run it by him anyway because his name's on the deed. She put it in his name for tax or whatever, for private reasons. I am going to have to go in just a sec. I'm doing smash burgers for dinner tonight. I got to start
Oh, I'll
smashing
be
them up.
on the way. Yeah, smash, sizzle, little cheese.
I'm
Get a
doing
little
spicy.
fancy. Maybe put some jalapenos in them.
I got fresh jalapenos. I'm going to chop them up and char them, and I'm going to do queso. So it's going to be super spicy.
Getting hungry now.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get someone on the horn. And call my CRM leads for a second. I ain't hit them in a while today.
I'll listen for a few, but I'm going to have to hop off in like 5. Had a couple good conversations. I think at least one of them will turn into a contract, so that'll be good.
Let's see, Cam.
Is Audrey on the phone again? Were there's old iSpeed delete leads earlier?
Yes. Yes, they were.
It's been a long 20 minutes for Nick.
With Nick, yeah, I know.
We've been staring at his chandelier, his light fixture for an hour. More than, about an hour.
Yeah. If it's not sold, it's not old, it's gold, says Jamil. Yeah, all mine never made it past step 1. No one would tell me they wanted to sell. Then that last guy, he's like, well, I didn't mean to answer your call, but you got me. He said, I thought you were my realtor. Like, no.
I could be.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah. Okay, I need to get rid of some of these tabs. Going insane. Oh, yeah, now we're cooking. I just freed up 70% of my brain space by doing that. All right, no Terry.
I have Firefox on one screen and Chrome on the other screen. I don't know why I do that, but I have like 6 tabs on Firefox on the left screen and 3 tabs on the right.
Well, I'm like that on my big one. I split it into 3s, and on my left, I only have 1 tab. Then the middle, I got, I think, 2, and then the right, I got 3. And then all my Zillows go on the first one eventually. So I'll end up having like 20 on one.
Yeah. I never X out of the Zillow after I look up a property. I just open another one for some reason.
Yeah, same.
And I'll go back and start closing them all out.
I think it's with me at least just because the CRM has that quick button. So I just keep clicking them.
Yep.
All right, Elizabeth.
Come on, Nick.
Jamil, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off in a minute. I've been on here. The young one's sleeping right there on the couch. He's knocked out. He's been asleep for a while, waiting on any minute. trying to pop up. Oh.
Supposed to be getting an email with some good news for some buyers offers. I should have 3 offers in my email here shortly for 3 different properties. One of them, we'll see, might be that Jacksonville property. She says that she thinks she has it in her email. She's going to forward it to me.
That's a good day.
I believe it when I see it. But yeah, if I get two out of the 3 of them sold to buyer today, that would be a good day. Problem is, she's like, "Hey, I got like, I'll email them over in an hour," and that was 3 hours ago. And then I said, "Hey, I'm too excited. Where are these at?" And she's like, "Oh, just give me 5 minutes," and that was a half hour ago.
Is it that same realtor?
Yes.
She's just trying to lose business.
She is, yeah. She was, I mean, I've done a lot of business with her over the years, so I like to hold on to her, but lately she's just been doing that to me, ticking me off.
Yeah, I got one right now that I'm not going to use again.
I'll call her so you can hear. She's super crazy.
Oh, I heard her one day.
She is scattered and crazy.
Does chat got any questions? Y'all got any questions? I am out of my beast mode call zone right now, and it's hard to re-enter. I'm more in my let's talk about something.
Yeah. So you're going down to DFW, or you're just gonna be in Dallas?
Yes, sir. I'm going down Saturday through Tuesday. Just going to go down and just network, meet a bunch of people.
All right. Can you do me a favor while you're down there?
Yeah.
Any industrial warehouse you see, I want you to stop by and ask if they're selling it.
Oh my.
I've been trying to wholesale get a industrial warehouse in DFW under contract for a couple of years because I have a buyer that will pay a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, we could door knock them all.
Well, yeah, they used to be able to just put ads out for them, but it's not the case anymore. I had a couple realtors on it. I've tried a lot of different ways to find some. I even went down there and was driving around trying to find any and skip trace some, and because one of my friends did this and he wholesaled it to my other friend who works for a company, and that company gave him a $400K assignment fee. I was like, all right, let's just do one of those a year. And
no shit.
So yeah, I think I'm on year 2 of trying to find them, and I've not been able to find one.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be big for the program.
Yep. I feel like once you find one, it'd be easier to start finding a couple more. So,
yeah.
If you're networking, see if you know anybody down there that can find us one.
Yeah, absolutely. What are they going to do? Like, just they like find businesses to do it, or they turn them into storage, or
they turn them into stores and homes. So I think the one that he bought off of that other guy, he gave him a $400K assignment fee and still made like 4 or 5 million off of it because they rehabbed the whole thing and turned it into a bunch of different stores and did like a little almost a little village all around it. So there was a lot of office space. There was a lot going on with it, and they sold them. they sold them by parcels or something like that. They like split it into 6. It sold it off.
Sweet. Well, are you about to run? If so, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. Everybody's on mute, and I gotta wake this kid up and go outside or something.
Yeah, I'm about to turn the grill on and start firing some stuff up. But
sounds good. Yep, I will see y'all later. Appreciate y'all for watching, and we will do it again soon.